and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. It's Fire Friday. We are live on Synergy Network. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Remember that? So, it's Friday here in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a fiery night. It's traffic in some places throughout Trinidad and Tobago. It's a hot night, viewers. It's been a hot week in Trinidad and Tobago with all the killings taking place. But the police have their jobs to do. The husband, the wives, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister. We have our jobs to do in training our loved ones to go to school, get your education, and find a good job. Work hard, save your money, buy what you want. Not to go and take somebody else's thing that doesn't belong to you and you're claiming it that it is yours. No, we don't do that. We don't operate like that. But because of the laziness in Trinidad and Tobago, because of the people so lazy to work, they want to claim somebody else's property. Imagine that, eh? It's sad. And when they get gone down now, that's mommy good boy. That is mommy good grandson. I'm going to tell you something. Polish should gun down bandit from our side in Trinidad and Tobago. I saying that. Because we have too much robbery taking place in a small island such as Trinidad. Some of you might say, Saeed, you're wrong for saying that. But the thing is, what are you doing in our next man's property? And he did not invite you. Why are you taking our next man's car when you didn't work for it? I just always tell people, jump my fence. Body bag pick you up, you know. I ain't playing that. Body bag pick you up. So as we start off our program tonight, there are now 635 laboratory confirmed cases of dengue fever in Trinidad and Tobago. In an update, the Ministry of Health said there are 635 laboratory confirmed cases and 5 laboratory confirmed deaths. The minister reminded the public that dengue fever may be spreaded by the bite or the bit or the sting of an infected Aedes aegypti mosquito. The ministry also stated that symptoms appear within 5 to 6 days of being bitten and last for about 1 to 2 weeks. These symptoms can include fever, headache, body pain, eye pain, muscles and joint pain, skin rash, nauseousness, vomiting, and diarrhea. So viewers, if you are experiencing these symptoms and them, do not hesitate. Go to your closest doctor or health center. Remember that. So viewers, it's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. We are live on Fire Friday night. Remember, Monday, the 5th of August, 2024, Real Talk will be opening its second credit union at number 25 Paria Street in San Fernando. Remember that, viewers. If you're in the South area, you're on Paria Street, come in. Drop in, say hello to the crew, hello to Saeed, and we're good to go. Now remember, viewers, there are requirements for opening a credit union account. Remember that. Go up onto the Real Talk Credit Union Facebook page. All the requirements are pinned to the top. Also, Real Talk Financing is offering you 4% on our fixed deposit with the interest up front. So the citizens of South Trinidad, your time has come. Interest up front on our fixed deposit. Remember, we are the only financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is doing that. Why? Because we are doing something different. With Real Talk, we have a new vision, a new motive, a new slogan, a new aim in life. So, be part of the opening on Monday, viewers. Our opening starts at 10 a.m. We're going to have eats, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have rhythm sections, we're going to have prominent people. If you're in the area, drop in and just say hello. That's all. So, as we start our program tonight, the opposition, UNC, said it hopes that police probe into the Paria diving tragedy will be timely. UNC Deputy Political Leader Dr. Rowley made this comment in response to question. Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Roger Gasper, SC, said he advised the Commissioner of Police, Earl Haywood Christopher, to initiate criminal investigation to find out if there is enough evidence to charge any persons with manslaughter. Isn't it a little too late now? Look how long. Look how long. And you now want to make the order? You now want to do that? People suffering, the family suffering, the children suffering. Tell us something. We slow and we backward. I don't care if they're vexing. We slow and we backward. Munilal said he hoped that police would get the full cooperation of the relevant state entities. He added that the UNC has always made calls for the law to descend on all those accountable for the most hideous and brutal treatment of workers at industrial and marine workplace. Meanwhile, in a statement, Paria said it will seek to appropriate legal advice and will be guided by the advice received with respect to any investigation going forward. LMCS attorney Dinesh Rambali also stated that justice will only be served when those responsible are swiftly called to account and brought to justice for their gross negligence. Imagine that, viewers. After so long, the DPP now want to order the commissioner. They now want to order the commissioner. And then they say, justice for all. It's like Wassa saying water for all and half a Trinidad again water. And when the rain fall and fully upon now, doing agriculture, they want to charge you for it. That is justice. It's sad. It's really, really sad. But nevertheless, viewers, this is Trinidad. This is how those in authority do things. Caller, good night.
Yeah, Saeed, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live.
Saeed, this government spent over $15 million on a commission of inquiry in
Correct.
Paria.
Correct.
No policeman or the police service could do an investigation as exhaustive as what that commission of inquiry did.
Well said.
Yet, whatever the commission of inquiry found, they just put it aside and tell the police now, you go back and investigate. So there is a need for an amendment to the law, an amendment to the Constitution that says the evidence collected by a commission of inquiry should be accepted by the police as good evidence.
Proper evidence. Yes, yes.
Exactly. So,
yes.
And second point I want to make quickly to you. Saeed, the government owes me a little tax refund for 2019. They had it prepared, they never called me, I didn't know, so the check got sealed. They put it back. I went some months ago, and they took my name down to do it over.
Oh, sure.
When I called last month, you know what they told me? And I want all of Trinidad and the business community to hear this. This clerk told me that for the last 5 months, no tax refund check has been printed.
Wow.
So for the last 5 months, the government has not paid anybody any refund, and I don't know when next anybody will get any refund. Thank you, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. You know, it's sad, you know. It's really, really sad. Everything in this country is a tax and a tax and a tax. The new measures for the government making money now is through tint. It's through tint. And because of tonight, it's Fire Friday. According to the Commissioner of Police, Earl Haywood Christopher, this is a new method that will keep down crime. How in God's world that he took some time to create and created the lovely people in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have one Duncy head. One Duncy head person who said tint is one of the cause for crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Tint, Trinidad and Tobago. It's Fire Friday and we're firing up that. How in God's beautiful world, tint will be the cause for crime? How tint could be the cause for crime? According to the Commissioner of Police. It's sad, eh? It's really sad. Idiots. Educated idiots. Educated, duncy-head people. You're getting paid to be an idiot in a high position. You're getting paid to embarrass yourself on a high position. You're getting paid to embarrass Trinidad and Tobago on the highest level you could find. That's what you're getting paid for. And the Commissioner of Police, so Dancy head behind it. Oh God, we're going and get justice. We're going and find criminal. Yes. Let me tell you something. We, the citizens of Trinidad, are so blinded by these idiots and them that run the government. It's a shame. It's a bloody hell shame. The license officers, they are a little more stupid. You know why I'm saying that? When the Commissioner of Police say yes, a new method, it will help crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Them license officers as idiots now, yay! But them glass tinted too, eh? But they're balling, yay! Hooray for the Commissioner! I said I don't see heads again. So what we gonna do? The blind, who is the head of TTPS, leading the rest of them who blind also. And we, the stupid ones who could see with the eye, believe in the blind one, what them seeing. Imagine that, eh? We so stupid with the eyes, we seeing, but we believe in the blind man on what them seeing. It's sad, you know. It's really sad. That is why when I come here, when sight pops up on television, tell yourself, you see, your ears will be rinsed with the truth. There nobody else on television does do it like me. You have nobody else on television will bring the truth to your ears and your eye like sight, because I ain't afraid none of them. You can't buy me out. I ain't a banking. I ain't a lending money. I doing spirit walk. I ain't talking about spirit walk. I hear the police looking for a man in Tobago who called for all, what's the word to use, boy? For all the people who do spirit walk in Tobago, let we unite against the license officers and them. So I hear now police now looking for this man now to charge the man. All I ever hear better than that? Police looking for the man now who made that call to charge him. Or they should come around me and say that. Let me tell you something. Come around me and say that. And I telling you on national television, you see this mouth? You're going to be living, but the lips are going to be moving. You want to charge me for a gift that God gave me? Eh? All that's so stupid. All that's so dotish. All I went to school. All I get degrees. All I get bachelor degrees. And all that stupid. So the policemen them in Tobago, when all go by all the spiritual heads, whether you be Hindu, you be Christian, you be Muslim, you be Baptist, why the hell all don't go and charge them? Huh? Why all don't go and charge them? Let's set a duncy head individual. I don't care if police in Tobago vex, you know, that's all your business. It shows the kind of clown all you is. All I want to charge a spiritual man for saying that? How come the Commissioner of Police in Trinidad never say let we charge Saieed for professing he doing spirit work? Why they come around me and do that? Because you see the same thing that they are saying end up in is the same thing I'll make sure they end up in and even worse. You play wrong me. Call a good night.
Good night, Saieed.
Go right ahead, your life.
You know, they go charge going if he come down. They go charge going if he come down, I'm telling you.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to Scotland. Now, hold on. I have something to tell you about Scotland, eh? But you see, when we come back from this break, all your eyes go open after this.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid upfront. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow. Want to start saving? At Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited, you can simply open a savings account for $100 TT and a shares account for only $5 CT per share. All age groups are welcome. Visit us today at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas, or contact us at 231-6219 or 339-1670. When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on the roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery. At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Viewers, remember 4% interest up front. Real Talk Financing. Remember that, viewers, we are the oldest financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is giving you that. Also, be a member of Real Talk Credit Union. Both locations, 14 Coroni Savannah Road in Chagonas and 25 Paria Road in San Fernando. Monday, the 5th of August, 2024, Real Talk Credit Union will be open its second branch at Paria Street in San Fernando. So if you're in the area on Paria Street, drop in. Right where you hear the music playing, right there we're gonna be. So, Scotland, before I go into the story, remember, viewers, remember when the Joint Select Committee was questioning, I believe, the Commissioner of Police. Scotland was there. I don't remember that. Remember when they asked the Commissioner of Police some questions? Scotland was questioning the Commissioner of Police. He was going into depth defending the Joint Select Committee when questioning the Commissioner of Police. Today, my friend, today my fellow Trinidadians, Keith Scotland is the minister in the Ministry of National Security. Did he press the Commissioner of Police too much while being a member of the Joint Select Committee? Did he press her so much that the government made him a minister in the Ministry of National Security? You all ever looked at the video? You all ever see when he questioned her? Today he's a minister in the Ministry of Education. While saying that, hear this, minister in the Ministry of Education, my mistake, minister in the Ministry of National Security, Keith Scotland, held his first official meeting with the Commissioner of Police. Who is that? Earl Christopher Hayward, and the police executives on Wednesday. Scotland MP for Port of Spain South took oath of his new portfolio on July 26. In a statement, the Ministry of National Security said, July 31st meeting was characterized by a spirit of collaboration and a shared comment to addressing key issues impacting the police service. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed, and to all your lovely listeners. I have a carpet to drop on some of the ministers tonight.
Tell me.
Okay. You see that bridge, Factory Road Perseverance,
Yes.
that they're fighting over to fix?
Mm-hmm.
That is one hardship for people who live in south of the Carney Bridge.
Okay.
I want people to go and investigate the Shoguna's overpass.
Uh-huh.
Just after the exit to come into Shoguna's going south. So that's the southbound lane. The road is collapsing. The shoulder is collapsing. The left lane is collapsing just prior to the ramp. On the overhead bag. And you know what causing it?
Tell me.
They make the shoulder of the road a lane. And all them trucks, big trucks carrying 20 load and 40 loads,
Uh-huh.
using the left lane. The left lane and the shoulder is basically to pull aside and back, not to use as a thoroughfare. If within a week the depression is so deep, if somebody driving in the night and they don't know about that, they will fly off that flyover. And I'm warning people, be very careful. We have basically come accustomed to that now. Everything collapsing and we normalizing it. So I want Rowan and I want that fellow, what they just call him, Alwari, to go and see that now. That could be more chaos than the factory radio. Go and have a nice night.
Thank you, my friend. So we're going back to Scotland. Scotland took the opportunity to gain an in-depth understanding of the operational dynamics and pressing needs of the police service. The statement added that Scotland also shared his vision for the broader national security framework with a particular focus on the pivotal role of the police in the ongoing fight against crime. Scotland emphasized the need for a robust and responsive security apparatus, ensuring that the police are equipped to meet the evolving demands of law enforcement. How long now Ministry of National Security have been equipping the police? How long now? And yet no result. So while the Commissioner of Police saying things will help solve crime, I have no idea how a piece of plastic on a glass going and help Trinidad and Tobago. And to be honest with you, I'm not even going to pray to ask God how that's going to happen. Because everything with the Commissioner, let's pray to God. Let's pray to God. God give you a job as Commissioner of Police, but we're going to pray to God. Such a dunce he had in the video. such a dunce. You went to school. You educate yourself in accounting. To be an accountant in a firm where you're doing maths work. But you want to pray to God now to solve the problem. How you could be such a clown? And you have the education in your head to fix the problem. You don't need to go to God. God bless you with the knowledge. But earlier, you don't have the vision. And that is the problem. You don't have the vision in solving crime. It is not your field. And you will never have the vision. Never. We got a next lame one now to advise our next lame horse. Imagine 2 horses. One horse can't see, leading the one in the back we can't see and all. All I think is joke clowns we have running this country. All I think is joke clowns. Well, a good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Go right ahead, your live, man. It's Fire Friday tonight, man.
What can I tell you, sir? This whole country corrupt now.
You telling me?
Yeah, because you won't going out with me right now, right?
Tell me.
You know how to get gun when you're 65? When you go down there now, you got 2 years and 3 years and get the money, you know.
My friend, thank you so much. Switching gears, the PM accused opposition of driving away foreign investors. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley have accused the opposition of trying to deter international investor from this country. Imagine we got investor with a criminal record in his country. But the Prime Minister allows him to come into our country. It's like a criminal break jail in the US. You come out from jail in the US to come down to Trinidad now, but the Prime Minister telling us, hey, you'll be aware, you know, he's a criminal. How come he didn't say that about Jindal? While having a criminal record in his country. How come he didn't warn Trinidad and Tobago about him? But you want to label the opposition. I just bring the truth all here, you know. Responding to the backlash received from UNC, who called for India businessman Jindal to be disqualified from the bidding process, the refinery. Dr. Rowley said, do so will not always discourage Jindal, but other business from wanting to invest in this country. The whole world know about it, Dr. Rowley. Are you blind? Did you not hear that? What are you really? Tell Trinidad and Tobago. The PM said, in other countries, you don't have an opposition. So why were you in opposition when you were there, Dr. Rowley? Why were you there in your time? The opposition said, in other countries, you don't have opposition that's chasing foreign investors. And one would have asked, in whose interests are they acting on? Listen to this.
I could tell you it would be a very bad thing if we are constantly trying to attract foreign investment into this country, but there are people in the political arena claiming to want to be the next government, and all they could do is threaten any investor who may want to invest here as to what they could do and what they wouldn't do when they get into government. Because if I was an investor and that was the environment, I don't think I would be as attracted to it as I normally would be. But what we have in Trinidad and Tobago, you don't have in the other countries. In the other countries, you don't have our opposition are chasing foreign investment. And if you have people in your country whose job it is to chase away people who come to invest in this country, you have to ask yourself, in whose interest are they acting? In whose interest? Their own interest. Because they believe that by doing that, they will win an election. Because they're all about election.
Good thing he's not a businessman. And he's the Prime Minister. Because with those words uttering, other countries would have never taken. Why did you go to be the head of the opposition in your time? Why? Tell Trinidad and Tobago, why did you take that role? I want to talk about next country. You see, this is we in Trinidad and Tobago. We love to quote our next country, but we can't help your own damn country. That is the problem. So hear this now. Ask if Jindal's corruption case or corruption charges are of any concerns to him. He replied that it is a concern, but there are many companies around the world have had issues like Boeing. Now listen to this.
Of course, it's a concern, but you have to determine what you're dealing with. Is it that the individual you're dealing with or a company? Because very many companies around the world have had issues. And I said this recently. Boeing has just had a criminal charge laid against it. Boeing, that makes planes. Our planes, all our jets are Boeing jets. Boeing plead guilty to criminal charges. Are you going to say that because Boeing has been found guilty of a criminal charge for a particular issue within the Boeing empire, right, where individuals may be held accountable in there, that we should stop using Boeing?
Now, Dr. Rowley, I'll tell you something. Apparently, like you missed some marbles somewhere. Boeing is a company, an aeroplane company. When the company shuts down, even the planes in Trinidad will shut down also. Why you tell the public that? Why you didn't tell the public that? Who in Boeing company got charged? As one. Number two, India businessman Jindal is charged with corruption. Jindal, an individual. That is the difference, Dr. Rowley. An individual. Not a plane company. Oh gosh, man, common sense, boy. Not everybody have it, you know, Trinidadians. Paula, good night.
Good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
Great program as usual. And why I continue to say great program, because without this years ago, what is happening today in this country have been highlighted on your program and
long time,
continue
yes.
to be highlighted years ago. And citizens never take it serious, you know, but
They've
today
now seen it.
they're taking it serious, and you continue to highlight this, man. God bless your program. Because look at what Watson Duke said about this whole Tobago issue, you know. I mean, this man hit the nail on the head. The license officers go to Tobago and terrorizing the people.
Correct,
And
that's what they're saying.
What crime they are committing?
Yeah.
What crime? Webster Roy is saying, obey the law. Tell me what law the citizens are breaking. I asked the deputy commissioner, asked all of them, tell the citizens of the country what law they are breaking. The police and license officers, they are committing crime against the citizens. By issuing these tax collection tickets, and they were hired, this fella, earlier contract continued to be renewed because she have an agenda, and her agenda is to go out there and collect revenue by issuing tax tickets to the citizens of this country, the deputy commissioner, that clerk, license officer, all of them. And the people in Tobago, they are so frustrated, not in Tobago, but Trinidad, but they are acting, and I want them to know, all they have to do no OBI. Them fellas will suffer so daily for committing crime against their fellow citizens. The scriptures tell us that high office holders and state officials must use their office and position for the good of mankind to alleviate the pain and suffering. And instead, they are inflicting pain and suffering on humanity. All will suffer daily, and what you all pay for, your children and grandchildren and generations will pay for it. Mr. Said, look what you are doing. You're using your office, what God bless you with, for the good of mankind and to make this country a better place. They will pay dearly for this. You keep up the great work, Mr. Said. God bless.
Thank you, my friend. In closing off now, the PM, however, Dr. Rowley said that would not solve the problem, as the people who are talking about the refinery don't know that what they are talking about, and the government can't spend time and effort engaged in that. But didn't Dr. Rowley said, I am not going to close down Petrotrin. His government is not going to close down Petrotrin. Now his mouth turn. Now his mouth turn. I'll listen to this video.
With respect to the refinery, the problem is that we have a refinery. What is it, 100 years old? We have a refinery which we have had to close because of reasons given. I need not go over that now. The people who are talking, especially in the political arena, about this refinery, many of them know that what they're talking about don't make no sense. But it's either that's how they spend their day, or they believe that by extracting sentiments and emotions out of it, it will benefit them. The government can't spend its time and effort engaging in that. Somebody has to run the country.
Let me remind Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley said the refinery closed down because they couldn't get crude. They could not get crude. Where is the crude? Right in Venezuela. All you come now, man, Trinidad and Tobago. The crude right in Venezuela. Right there. Guyana have crude. If Guyana crude mixed together with Venezuelan crude, they will have the highest crude oil in the Caribbean. How does Saieed know that? Why you think Maduro was fighting for Essequibo in Guyana? To mix the crude, to have the Caribbean best crude. All you come now, man. All you come now, man, Trinidad and Tobago. All you forget, you know what? Dr. Rowley shut. The PNM government shut down the refinery because they could not get crude. Maduro was fighting for Essequibo to mix the crude from Essequibo with Venezuela crude to have the best crude oil in the Caribbean or the world, as a matter of fact. I did my research while I was in Guyana. Why do you think we have Real Talk, Finance and Investment in Guyana? As a businessman. As a businessman, listen to this video. Oh, I forget my mistake. Call a good night.
Saieed, I want to touch on that again, boy.
Talk to me, man. Fire Friday tonight.
Yes. God, they will charge. This man don't own this refinery. He born and grew up for a refinery.
Correct.
As a little boy. And now you're watching people to tell me you closing it down. One man does to repair your car and try to get walking. People that buy old thing and try to make it do.
Correct.
This man taking the refinery and telling people that's what lies about. We don't have no refinery. He closes it down. Then Rowley has said in his message saying that he can't sell something with not he own.
Correct. Thank you, my friend. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, I'll hear this next one. Young ashore gas deal with Venezuela will continue. We're on the verge. Well, let me see how we going to continue after that.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid upfront. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow. Want to start saving? At Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited, you can simply open a savings account for $100 TT and a shares account for only $5 CT per share. All age groups are welcome. Visit us today at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas, or contact us at 231-6219 or 339-1670. When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Report Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Report Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Paria Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Plenty gas. That Chinese man forget what his tongue said. And I ain't afraid to say it. I ain't afraid to say it. Speaking at the opening of the largest solar park located at Piaco International Airport, Young said the recent project that was succeeded with Venezuela marked the spot to say that the government will continue to do these projects for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. He added that the economy is based on oil and gas. That's all we have. All in diversified into nothing. We have agriculture, we have cane, we have rice. What we doing? We stick into oil and gas. Let me give a little something about Guyana. Guyana resources now is oil and gas. And what they're doing, they are investing into building, into growing, into farming, into fishing. They are investing in every single aspect to create income for the country. So in case oil and gas go down, they have something to lean on. If oil and gas go down in the country, we dead. We have nothing to fall back on. We had a refinery. We don't know what's going on with that. I'll not listen to this video.
Our economy is based on oil and gas, and we are committed to developing it and to earning the revenue streams to be able to provide decent standards of living for our citizens. But the difference with Trinidad and Tobago is we are going to do it in a responsible manner, and that's one of the things you're seeing here today. So congratulations to the Airport Authority.
We have a caller. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, your
Night,
line.
how you
I good, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just drifting a little bit side.
Uh-huh.
I want to talk about crime. I want to know, I see an Allen show. We have fella, just like I seen you on TV, now I see the man face plain dress too. He robbed a driver man in a Rima. He and the partner with a gun. And when he reached in front of the court, his penalty was less than for a seatbelt. The magistrate, the court, I know it was a magistrate court judge, but the